What is up, everybody? Welcome into this bonus edition of Flippin Bats. It is Tuesday, the second of two episodes on Tuesday, and this one is going to be a good one. We got This Week in Shohei Ohtani news coming right up, and man, there was a lot to talk about this week, so let's get to it.
It's a blowout, 8th inning, 10-3. Bases are loaded for Verlander, who waits on a 3-0 pitch. He swings, and it's a high fly ball, deep center field. It is gone! Home run! And a huge bat flip to celebrate. All right, Ben, start the show already.
What is up, my friends? Happy Tuesday. This is the bonus edition of Flippin Bats. And Tuesday episodes are always great because we get to talk about Shohei, and I get to wear this shirt, and Alex gets to wear her outfit. And yeah, I think we look great.
But I think people need to know, when we do these double days, I just see Ben crushing snacks between shows. I saw 2 different bags in your hands in a matter of, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds. What did you just down?
So these days, the 2 episodes come out. We record the 2 episodes on the same day, but there's just a very small break in between. Just 2 minutes. I ate so much.
I know. What did you eat?
I ate some potato chips, a bag of potato chips. I ate a bag of trail mix and some Cheez-Its.
Oh my God. Not your normal Cookie Crisp that
They
you
were.
had?
I ate all of the Cookie Crisp. There's no more cookies.
You
I
normally
ate
down
them
a bag of cookies too in there. You are a human garbage disposal. And where does it go? Nobody knows.
That's where
Gosh.
we need more cookies is what I gathered from this. Shout out Famous Amos. Deserves a
It's
shout
all
out.
right. I mean, yeah. What a guy. Just fueling with junk food.
Well, with that said, it's time now to get to my favorite segment of all time. This week in Shohei Ohtani news, we're going to talk about my BVG, Ben Verlander Guarantee, complete from last week. We're going to talk about Shohei meeting Hall of Famer Reggie Jackson and Shohei's Hall of Fame path himself. And we're going to talk about a high schooler coming up through Japan, the same high school from Shohei Ohtani. That is absolutely incredible. So, Alex, let's first talk about my BVG,
which
being
I am
complete.
so impressed because you just
Thank you.
slyly dropped this
Yep.
in an episode last week. Your Ben Verlander guarantee. I was like, what is this? But when you feel certain that something's going to happen, you and your friends growing up used to have the BVG, the Ben Verlander guarantee.
Look, it's nothing to play around with. It's powerful. And I can't pull it out often, but I felt it was going to happen. I felt Shohei was going to hit multiple home runs in a week, and I put a BVG on it. So actually, you know what we should do? Let's play that clip from last week. You know what? I got a BVG for you.
What?
You know what a BVG is?
Ben's valuable.
Ben Verlander Guarantee.
Oh.
Shohei Ohtani is hitting a home run or 2 this week. And by the time we do This Week in Shohei Ohtani news next week, I will be talking about his multiple home runs that he hit on the week. And that is a BVG.
All right.
Well, guess what, Alex?
You did it.
This is that time that we talk This Week in Shohei Ohtani news. And from the second I said that on Tuesday, in his next 6 at-bats, Shohei Ohtani hit 3 home runs. A fantastic next few days at the plate. He went absolutely off. The power came back, driving the ball in the gap, hitting the ball over the fence. Since the day I said that last week, he is hitting .360 with 3 home runs, 8 RBIs on the week. And that is how you cap off a BVG.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
That was great. It was kind of what he needed.
It is.
Yeah, he needed this offense to kind of heat up again. I mean, he had 4 hits on Saturday. Once again, 1 hit away from hitting for the cycle. Like, when he turns it on and turns that corner, it's like, oh yeah, duh, he can do anything he wants to do.
It is the 3rd time in the last month plus, just over a month maybe, that he has been 1 at bat away from hitting for the cycle. And the first time he did it at home, All he needed was not all he needed. He needed the home run. He hit a ball 2 feet from going over the fence. The second one, he was just a double shy of the cycle, hit a single. And then this past on Saturday, he was just 1 hit away from hitting for the cycle 3 times. This stat is crazy. Shohei Ohtani has twice this season had a single and a double and a triple in the same game. It might not sound very impressive, but no MLB player has done that 3 times in a season since 2018.
It's impressive.
It is very impressive. That sounds impressive to me. I don't think that was needed in the tweet. I think it sounds very impressive.
Yeah.
But you would think more players have done it, I will say. But no, he would be the first since 2018 since that's happened. So another great week. BVG complete, and he did it in his next 6 at-bats. 3 homers in his first 6 at-bats since saying that. 360 on the week, adding 8 RBIs to that total. A good week offensively. They played the Astros in a long weekend series, 4 games. A big part of the Houston Astros organization now is Astros legend Reggie Jackson? Yankees legend Reggie Jackson, who is close friends with the Cranes and is now a big part of that organization. So Reggie Jackson is always around, and the two of them met up before a game, pregame in Houston, and it was a really cool conversation. You got Hall of Famer Reggie Jackson with the most talented baseball player that the game has ever seen in Shohei Ohtani. And I think that's a cool conversation, right? I mean, you got Mr. October.
Yeah.
You got Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, with the legend in Shohei, who's just trying to be on a team good enough to play in October.
True that. Now, I got a question for you. If Shohei Ohtani retired today, would he get into the Hall of Fame right now? We all know, like, he's gonna keep playing for hopefully another decade, and he will get there if he continues to play that long. But today, right now, if he stopped playing, would he be in the Hall of Fame?
I can't say yes. Now, he would have a million things in the Hall of Fame. You go to the Hall of Fame right now, there's Shohei Ohtani stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
What he means to the game of baseball is you can't even put it into words. But if his career ends right now, I would have to say no. I already believe we are a couple of years away from Shohei having a Hall of Fame resume. And I'm specifically talking, like, if you look, he's done what he's doing right now. This is the 3rd season we've seen full-fledged, full healthy,
Yep.
full go, pitching every 5-6 days, hitting every single day in the lineup. So obviously, Rookie of the Year, we saw him start doing it that year, and then due to injuries, doing one or the other. The last 3 years, it's been full go. So he has accrued over the course of his career a 27.6 WAR. Now, I don't love the WAR stat for various reasons, and the main reason, actually, that I don't love the WAR stat is because of Shohei. The way you calculate WAR, it actually penalizes Shohei for doing what he does and being a two-way player. Because he doesn't play defense, he's treated like a DH in terms of WAR, where they are given a negative WAR. Not, oh, they can't get WAR because they're not playing defense. No, the DH position automatically is given a negative WAR. So that hurts Shohei in general. However, I do think WAR is becoming a bigger stat for looking at who gets into the Hall of Fame and who doesn't. Now, the average, I think, to get into the Hall of Fame. Now, this differs all over the place. You have Bruce Sutter's in the Hall of Fame with like a 24 WAR. Shohei already has a 27.6. So I do think this is a fair question.
Yeah.
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility to say if Shohei retires right now, is he voted in the Hall of Fame? I do think there's a world in which he could be. I would just say right now, for a full-fledged Hall of Fame resume, let me see this for another 2 years.
Okay.
And he's in. And that's remarkable. I mean, the guy hasn't even been over here that long playing in the United States, and he's already has a very close to a Hall of Fame resume.
Well, yeah, and he also has broken records that haven't been broken in over 100 years. When you pass a name like Babe Ruth on a lot of different stats and history and records like that, how do you not consider him in the conversation right now?
I agree. And this Dusty Baker, legendary manager, this is what he had to say about Shohei Ohtani. He changed the rules. Anybody who changes the rules on anything has to be a great player. This guy, he can outrun a deer. He can throw 100 miles an hour, and he can hit a ball a mile. I will also add to this. There has never been a Dusty Baker quote that I have seen that has disappointed. They're all legendary.
I love Dusty. I'm such a big Dusty Baker
He
fan.
can outrun a deer.
Do it for Dusty. That was like the motto in the World Series last season.
So look, to answer your question, I would say if he retired tomorrow, the question is very real and it's a questionable answer.
Okay.
I would say we're a couple years away for sure seeing Shohei. The first ballot, I honestly think we've only seen one unanimous Hall of Famer, first ballot. I think we're a couple years away from seeing Shohei. We might see some in between. I don't know. We'll speculate that a different day. I think we're a couple years away from seeing Shohei being a unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer.
That's fair.
Thank you.
That's very fair.
Yeah. Alex, before we finish up, we have to talk about Rentaro Sasaki.
Yes.
This guy in Japan from the same high school as Shohei Ohtani, Hanamaki Higashi High School in Iwate in Japan, is taking the world by storm. He hit 3 home runs in a game the other day, 3 in the same day, which was, get this, his 133rd high school career homer. 133 homers in high school. This guy's the real deal. In fact, when I went over there last year, I heard a lot of people talking about him, saying, oh, you're going to get to see him. There have been a lot of names come out of Hanamaki Higashi High School. Yusei Kikuchi, Shohei Ohtani. I think this guy's going to be the real deal. I got to watch. I heard about the numbers, and then I got to sit in the stands and watch this guy. It's no fluke. It's no myth. This guy is the real deal. He rakes. He has a fantastic approach at the plate. And look, anybody that is at Hanamaki Higashi High School has a chance to be great. I mean, they do things right. They play the game hard. They eat, sleep, breathe baseball, which I learned while I was over there. I mean, they wake up, baseball, school, baseball, eat, go to sleep, wake up, rinse, repeat. And they put out great generational baseball players, and Rentaro Sasaki is becoming one of those.
They put out Shohei Ohtani.
Look at his shirt.
I
Look at Hanamaki Higashi High School prospect right here. And it's something in the water
fun.
there.
That's exciting.
It's something in the water there.
No, it's their system.
It is.
And it works. And we got to see it in the documentary that you made about Shohei Ohtani. And it's like mind-blowing. I mean, they are trained to not only respect the game because they're out there like cleaning the field, getting the balls. Like
Which we see from Shohei. You got. I'm sure there's been plenty of videos that go viral of Shohei picking up trash.
Respect.
Yeah.
There's so much respect around the game, but then there's an understanding and a determination and a commitment to the game that I don't think you get anywhere else.
I remember when I was there were a lot of things done that I just wasn't used to in the United States. And specifically, like the way they go about taking care of the field. Now, coming up through high school and playing in college, obviously, we take care of the field. High school, we're raking the field. College, still raking the field and taking care of it. But when I was there, it's just different. And there's a middle of the game, everybody stops down, goes out and rakes. They pick up things off of the field. I remember them talking about like Shohei when he was older in high school, not even a freshman. He was like the one that wanted to clean the toilets of the stadium. And it's all like this massive respect thing. And yeah, they pump out baseball players, but they pump out really good people that are very hardworking. You're not going to find anybody that plays baseball in Hanamaki Higashi High School and comes out of it into the real world. And they're not all going to become professional baseball players. They're not all going to become Shohei Ohtani, but they're all going to be hard workers.
They're going to be
and
good
it
people.
Is so easy to see that when you go there. They pump out good people, they pump out hard workers, and they pump out great baseball players. And Shohei Ohtani is the perfect combination culmination of all of those into one.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It is. So Rentaro Sasaki, remember the name. He's coming. But that does it, my friends, for this week in Shohei Ohtani news. And that also does it for this special Tuesday bonus edition of Flippin Bats. Thank you all for listening. This is the second episode of the day. If you've only listened to this one, our full episode is out, dropped this morning. We talk a lot. Name That Team was there, one up, one down, Twitter questions, honesty hour. Ooh, it was a good honesty hour. Good honesty hour today. So go listen to that one if you haven't yet. But that does it for this Tuesday episode. Thank you all for listening. Until next time, my friends, this has been another episode of Flippin Bats. Make sure you subscribe anywhere you listen to your podcast, and also follow along on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and you can watch everything on YouTube as well at Flippin Bats Pod for all of them. Thank you, my friends. Until next time,